Today we're making one of Spain's most famous tapas dishes, Gambas Pil Pil or Pil Pil Prawns. Juicy prawns sizzling away in olive oil infused with garlic, chili and a touch of smoked paprika. It's quick, it's easy and it is absolutely packed with flavour. I hope you're well, I'm Shane, welcome back to It's Cooking Good. So last Tuesday's video was prawn saganaki, and on that video I did ask you guys what you would like to see this Tuesday, and the choice was Pil Pil prawns or crab meat stuffed shrimp. Pil Pil prawns won by 2 votes. As a matter of fact, it was the only 2 votes I had. What are you going to do? So we are going to cook Pil Pil prawns. If you've never had it before, it's probably as popular as the patatas bravas I cooked a few weeks ago, or even the tortilla, which I haven't cooked yet, but I will do. For this recipe, you are going to need a dish, so any size dish depending on how many people you're feeding, and you can cook this recipe in the oven, on the hob, or as I'm going to do today, in the barbecue indirectly. If you're using the oven or a barbecue, you want it preheated to about 180°C. Into your pot here, I'm just using a stainless steel pan. If you've got a nice little tapas dish, that would work well. You're going to want some olive oil, and you want quite a lot of it as well. This dish is all about the garlic, the chili and the olive oil, and of course the prawns. So I've probably put about 4 tablespoons because this is a small dish, and then to that I've got some sliced garlic here. Now I'm not going to use all of that in this one portion. I'm making it for 4 tonight, but we're going to cook one ahead of time so you guys can see this. So I'm going to put in a good load of it though. You really want to infuse this oil with that garlic flavour because it really does make the dish. So that's that done. Let's get that into our barbecue. And as I say, if you're cooking on a barbecue, it needs to really be in direct heat. We don't want to cook this too quickly. We don't want that garlic to burn. We just want to cook it nice and gently just to infuse the oil. So I'm going to give that probably 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so while our garlic and olive oil is doing its thing in the barbecue, I just wanted to show you this. I make up these little skewers of prawns, which just finish the dish off nicely. It's a little bit of decadence, if you like, to the finished dish. And what I do, you've got your standard prawn here. I've got some skewers, which I've just soaked in water so they don't burn in the barbecue, and we thread them through the prawn. So just get your skewer, put it into the base of the prawn there, and you just want to follow the line along, push it through into the head, and you end up with a perfectly nice straight prawn. Again, if you wanted to leave them like this, you could do. I just prefer this, and you'll see why at the end. I'll do another one for you. Get your bamboo stick in there, straight through, and there we go, nicely skewered prawns. So we'll put those one side. Let's check on our olive oil and garlic. That's what we're looking for. Look, it's not browned off, it's just sizzling away there and flavouring that oil beautifully. Time to pull that out, and let's add some of our other ingredients. Just get my little tray here. Okay, next to that we're going to add some chili, and I've got some red chili here, so they're just like the big red chilies that you get from most standard supermarkets. I've de-seeded it and then just diced it. Must remember to wash my hands. Don't want to be touching any bits that don't need touching with chili hands. Again, be as generous or not, depending on your heat levels. And then to that, you want to add some smoked paprika. Now, I'm also using a chili smoked paprika. I like mine hot, but if you don't, just use a sweet smoked paprika or just a standard smoked paprika. You don't want too much. You don't want to overpower this dish. So I'm going in with about half a teaspoon there. And I'm just going to give that a little stir in just to incorporate it all. Oh yeah, the colour already looks amazing. And that's going to go back into our barbecue now for about another 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so that's had its time now. In with your prawns. Just lay them in. I work on 5 prawns per person, plus the extra for decorative purposes. Get that in the middle. Try not to burn my fingers. I like to add a little bit of salt and a squeeze of lemon juice. And we'll save some for the end. And that just sort of cools that oil down just a touch so those prawns don't cook too quickly. And then on with our prawn, which I've just coated in a little bit of olive oil and some sea salt. And that's just going to go over the direct coals. Okay, let's just check on this. Prawns look fine. Let's flip this prawn over. Lovely colour on it. We're going to give that about another 2 minutes and then we'll be ready to give it a try and see how we've done. Oh, these are looking fantastic. Let's get those on there. And what I'm going to do is just give it a final flourish, a little bit of parsley over the top. If you want to add a bit more lemon, do so now. I'm just going to decorate it with a little piece of lemon right about there. And let's get our lovely king prawn out. And I just like to finish it off by placing this hot on the top like that. And there we have it, my Gambas Pil Pil or Pil Pil prawns. Let's give it a go. So I'm going to remove that. I'm going to save that till last. That's a little chef's treat, that one. Let's get a knife and fork. Let's try one of these prawns. Oh, the smells are amazing. I can smell the garlic, the chilli. I want to make sure I get plenty of that garlic in there. That is amazing. The prawns are cooked to perfection. The garlic and the chilli, the lemon, it's all coming together in harmony. It's such a beautiful flavour. And that smoked paprika is a little bit special. It's got a nice little sting in the tail. Delightful. Make sure you serve it with some crusty bread because you're definitely going to want to mop up that sauce. That is for sure. Guys, that's it from me for today. I really appreciate you watching. If you like the content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please also like, share and comment. I'd love to hear from you. If you like prawn recipes, make sure you check out the other prawn recipes on the channel. If you like Tapas style food, make sure you check out those also. I'll see you again this Friday coming. I'm going to be doing Korean style barbecue chicken burgers. I'll put all of the details of today's Pil Pil prawns or Gambas Pil Pil down below in the description as always. And all that's left for me to say is until next time, it's cooking good.